Hey, what is up there, guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of The Evolve. How you guys doing on today? You know what? I'm doing all right. And, I want to ask you, what is anti-Semitic? Because that's what we're talking about on today. Recently, we done heard all this about Nick Cannon being canceled, and this is not just one of those things where we just say, oh, you're going to be canceled or you've been canceled. No, he's literally been canceled by the Jewish community, by the white community, blacks, and a lot of different people, by his own company and his own show. They have canceled Wildin' Out. Well, not canceled, but they have gotten rid of him from his own show that he helped created and birth. Fox was doing some thoughts about even the show The Masked Singer, but they postponed that for a while, but then they say that they're going to stick with them. And then his new talk show, he was supposed to have a talk show, and now that has been not so much canceled, but that talk show, they have postponed that until next year. They want things to die off, let him go and do his rabbi thing that he do and kind of get more enlightenment. That's what I want to talk about on today. I want to talk to you all, just my evolvers. First starting off anti-Semitic, because we've been hearing that word thrown around, and a lot of people, Nick Cannon's being canceled and all this happened because he was being anti-Semitic, because his anti-Semitic conspiracy theories that he brung up. Now, a lot of people, even with that, some of you all probably still have a question. Okay, but why is he being canceled? Why are the Jewish community so mad? Why did Viacom actually do this? I hear what you're saying, but he was just spewing out conspiracy theories and giving his opinion and whatnot. Okay, well, let's first start off anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitic, root word anti, which means to be against. Semitic, that actually back in the 1700s, it was first documentedly used as a word to represent and symbolic to Jews and the Jewish community. So anti means to be against Jews. So anytime you're spewing to be anti-Semitic, it's just basically to be against Jews. And hate speech and racism, basically it's to be racist. It's the Jewish form of racism. Whenever you're creating, or you're, even with conspiracy theories, if you're having words or theories that goes against Jews, then a lot of people will call you anti-Semitic. Oh, you must hate Jews. You're coming up with that dumb stuff. So that's one of the reasons. So basically, in short, anti-Semitic just means to be racist against Jews. But a lot of my Caucasians and my white fans here on the channel, they were upset, and not just them, but I think the general population of white people, they were upset because they're like, wait, he said in that podcast a lot more about white people than he did with the Jewish theories and being anti-Semitic. Why ain't there an uproar about us? It's okay to bash and smash white people and be racist towards white people because that's the thing? What's up with that? And you know what? When I stopped and listened to the podcast for myself, the whole podcast, I was actually compelled, and I kind of actually agreed in a way, because Nick Cannon, he actually said a lot more hate and bigotry and just demoralization against the white people with regards to savage, and they're trying to be like us, and they're evil, and they don't have enough melanin in their skin, therefore that means that they're not going to be as compassionate. He linked when in reality we all have this melanin in our skin. It's just black people, we have more of it. But although it has never been scientifically proven, by no science, there's no science to prove that the more melanin, I have a hard time saying that word, that you have in your skin, the more compassion and loving, and that relates to emotions and morals and ethic. That was just crazy to me. But anyway, he said a lot against the white people, and when it came to the Jewish community, it was just theories that he was it was just theories and talking points that he was regurgitating from people like Farrakhan and other books. Like, it was nothing of his own. It was just his own research and what he has heard from people and leaders of the black and some black supremacists themselves, and he was just mimicking their talking points. So why did the Jewish get so mad at the specific talking points and the theories that he was bringing up? Well, he was bringing up about the Rothwurst family, and that was a Jewish family. Now, I don't know too much of the names, but I know that the way it goes is that this father, who was a banker, he ended up dying, but before he died, I believe he had like 10 kids. He had 10 kids, 5 of them were girls, 5 of them were boys. And with his boys, he basically trained them up to be bankers, and they were bankers, and they was in the financial. And then, as they got older, he had this plan. He sent them all to like 5 different countries to set up these banking institutions so that his family can kind of, I think it was, the ideal was more to monopolize that industry. So he sent them out, and we're going to attack at different areas, and it kind of worked. And also to keep the money in the family, his dying wish before the father died, he told his boys, hey guys, only marry your cousins and nieces and different stuff like this, so we can keep our money, our funds, and our information internal. We don't have to answer, and all this money is always going to stay in the Jewish community, always in our community. And that's what they did. There has been reports in history, and there has been documented where, uncles have married their nieces, for the sake of keeping things in the family. And this family is super rich, and that's why the theory goes is that this family, because they control the money and the banking institutions, and they control kind of the world, and they are trying to there are some extreme parts of this. Some believe that they want to wipe out different races, but the majority of the theory goes is that they're this one family, and they control everything. They have been the cause of different wars, and they have been the cause of different attacks and different things that goes on in the U.S. And but why did it get canceled for bringing up these theories and stuff like that? Well, it's because you got to think of it like this. With the Jewish community, they felt like, hey, back in the past, the Nazis, they seized a few of our banks, and we were really the target of almost everybody, our family, because of these conspiracy theories. People believed and people feared this family. People wanted to take them out, take their business, and they were seen a different type of way. They kind of had it hard. And when people bring that up, and there's this fear in the Jewish community that if we bring that back up, these conspiracy theories back up, then people in 2020, they're going to start to fear us again. And things can start to happen. They're going to start blaming us, and we're going to be kind of isolated and seen to the world as something that we are probably not, or probably is. I don't know, but I just know that they wanted to nip it. It seemed like they want to nip it in the bud, because like I said, it's kind of like an African American like me, a black person. If someone come up with a theory, oh my God, you know what? Because of their cultural music, they are drawn to theft and stealing. And whenever they go into a store, they have to steal. So if you bring that theory up and stuff like that, and trying to correlate black people with music and trying to tell the world that they are going to steal, then the world is going to be like, and store owners, they're going to be like, whenever they see a black person, and always, and they're sort of going to be more seen as a different way. Oh shoot, they're here to steal. Automatically, no matter who you are. And you know, other people don't want that, although it's funny, that's probably a bad example, because we kind of go through that now. That's reality. But that's the thing, like, and I think that's why there was this push to get him canceled, especially by the Jewish community, because they did not want it seen like that. And it was weird though to me that, now I'm going to admit that even if they don't control the world and control every media outlet like the theory and the conspiracy theory says, it is kind of weird that because he brung up this theory, that all of a sudden he get canceled by everyone based off of him regurgitating a theory about Jewish community. Even YouTube gave him a strike and took down his video. Shows canceled him. Like, I am not a Nick Cannon fan at all, but that was pretty spooky, and that was insane. And I think, me myself, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with him getting fired and knowing what. Like, I'm not a Nick Cannon fan. I don't watch the show. I don't care for the show. But I had to think like, oh shoot, YouTube. Oh shoot, his show. Oh shoot, another show. Oh, what is going on? And I re-looked at the podcast, and I was like, yeah. And then I did see that one of the big reasons, see, he didn't pass it off as a theory though. He didn't pass it off as a sprinklers going off. He didn't pass it off, you know, as a conspiracy theory. He kind of passed it off as almost the truth. Like, yo, this is what they're doing. And then they have these families, and then the media, and then they are intertwined, and they're trying to take over the, like, he spoke it as like truth. And I think that's where he kind of fell short, and that's where things happen. But anyway there, guys, you know what, I like to know what you all think. And as always, hey, if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, boy. I will see you all in the very next video. As always, KIP, keep it positive.